For chapter 7, we see a note for verse 23, Hami Rapah. And we see Shalishi in the margin over there. And God is a noun and verb, said unto Noah, Come thou and all thy house into the ark. For thee have I seen righteous before me in this generation. And the ark is more like a barge, but that's not as clear in this version as, for example, in the Quran. Although tabah, meaning box, is the box, because bah is the root. Of every clean beast thou shalt take to thee by sevens, the male and his female, and of beasts that are not clean by two, the male and his female. Of fowls also of the air by sevens, the male and the female, to keep seed alive upon the face of all the earth. For yet 7 days I will cause it to rain upon the earth. 40 days and 40 nights, and every living substance that I have made will I destroy from off the face of the earth. Now, there was a Mesopotamian flood that was like this. And combine it with the Black Sea flood story, and it appears to be the origin of this, right? And Noah did according to all that God as noun and verb commanded him. And Noah was 600 years old when the flood of waters was upon the earth. And Noah went in, and his sons and his wife, and his sons' wives with him, into the ark, because of the waters of the flood, of clean beasts, and of beasts that are not clean, and of fowls, and of everything that creepeth upon the earth. There went in 2 and 2 unto Noah in the ark, the male and the female, as God had commanded Noah. And it came to pass after 7 days that the waters of the flood were upon the earth. In the 600th year of Noah's life, in the 2nd month, the 17th day of the month, the same day were all the fountains of the great deep broken up, and the windows of heaven were opened. So something comes in from the sea. And the rain was upon the earth 40 days and 40 nights. Well, the monsoon or hurricane season or whatever can seem like that there's always going to be a place, but this was supposed to be something exceptional. In the same self day entered Noah and Shem and Ham and Japheth, the sons of Noah, and Noah's wife, and the 3 wives of his sons with them, into the ark, they and every beast after his kind, and all the cattle after their kind, and every creeping thing that creepeth upon the earth after his kind, and every fowl after his kind, every bird of every sort. And they went in unto Noah into the ark, 2 and 2 of all flesh, wherein is the breath of life. And they that went in male and female of all flesh, as God had commanded him. And God as noun and verb shut him in. And the flood was 40 days upon the earth, and the waters increased, and bare up the ark, and was lifted above the earth, and the waters prevailed, and were increased greatly upon the earth, and the ark went upon the face of the waters, and the waters prevailed exceedingly upon the earth, and all the high hills that were under the whole heaven were covered. 15 cubits upward did the waters prevail, and the mountains were covered, and all flesh died that moved upon the earth, both of fowl and of cattle and of beast, of every creeping thing that creepeth upon the earth, and every man. All in whose nostrils was the breath of life, of all that was in the dry land, died, and every living substance was destroyed which was upon the face of the ground, both man and cattle, and the creeping things, and the fowl of the heaven, and they were destroyed from the earth. And Noah only remained alive, and they that were with him in the ark. And the waters prevailed upon the earth 150 days. And in this language, A-R-M-Y. A is how you spell the language itself. So if we notice something that is the Aramaic translation of the phrase, and they used Hebrew, which is the Talmudic and onward language, when it wasn't just, when it was pretty much just the Jews that spoke the language rather than, a bunch of people other than Hebrews. I'm going to say something else. We'amer Yahweh Lynch Ba Ata Wakul Baitak Al Hetba Ki Atak Rati Tsadyak. What's that? Yak Lepni Badur Haza. Okay, so no, I'm thinking of Chisa. But that's similar, right? Makul Habahma Hath Hura Takach Luk Shabah Ish Washtu Woman Habhama Asher La Thahra Hawa Shanim Ish Washtu Gum Maup Hashmim Shabah Zakr Wunqaba Lechiut Sra Al Pani Kul Hearts Ki Limim Aud Shabah and Ki Memthir Al Hearts Arbayim Yum War Bayim Lila Wam Chiti at Kul Hikum Asher Ashiti Mal Pni Hadma We Ash Nuch Kekel Asher Tzuhu Yahweh Wunch Ben Shesh Mount Shana Wah Mabul Hya Mim Al Hearts Weba Nuch Wubinu Washtu Wunshi Benu Atu Al Hatba Mapni Mi Humbul Man Habhama Hath Hura Woman Habama Asher Inna Thahra Woman Haup Wukul Asher Rumch Al Hadma Shanim Bao Al Nuch Al Hatba Zikr Wankaba Kasher Tswa Alhim At Nuch Wihi Lashbat Himim Wami Hambul Hugh Al Hearts Bashnut Mem Mount Shana Lachiya Nuch, Butchdish, Heshni, Beshbach, Asher, Yum, Lechdish, Yum, Haza, Nib, Bow, Kul, Mayanut, Tahum, Rabbah, Warbit, Hashmim, Nepatachu, Wehi, Heksham, Al-Hartz, Arbayim, Yum, Warbayim, Lila, Batsum, Hum, Hessa, Ba, Nuch, Wisham, Richam, Wisham, Witcham, Weeput, Beninich, Washed, Nuch, Wish, Lushed, Nush, Benu, Atom, Al, Hatba, Hama, Wakal, Hatja, Lamina, Wakal, Habhama, Lamina, Wakal, Hermish, Al Hartz, Laminahu, Wakal, Haup, Laminahu, Kul, Tzipur, Kul, Kamp, Webau, Al Nuch, Al Hatba, Shanim, Makal, Habshur, Asher, Bu, Ruch, Chiyam, Wahbaim, Zikr, Wan, Qaba, Makal, Bashar, Bau, Kasher, Tzwa, Atu, Elhim, We, Sagar, Yahweh, Badu, Wehi, Hambul, Arbayim, Yum, Al-Hartz, Weirbu, Hamim, Wishau, At, Hetba, Witram, Mal-Hartz, Wigbru, Hamim, Weirbu, Mad Al-Hartz, Witluk, Hetba, Alapani, Hamim, Wahmim, Gabru, Mad Al-Hartz, Wiksu, Kul, Hahrim, Hagbahyam, Asher, Tachet, Kul, Hashmim, Chemash, Ashra, Amma, Mala, Gabru, Hamim, Wiksu, Hahrim, Wigwa, Kul, Busher, Hirshmush, Al-Hartz, Baup, Wab, Kahma, Wab, Cha, Wab, Kul, Hushrutz, Al-Hartz, Wakal, Hadam, Kul, Asher, Nishmat, Ruch, Chiam, Bapu, Makal, Asher, Butcherba, Matu, Wemich, Atkul, Hikum, Asher, Al-Pani, Hadma, Madam, Ad Bahma, Ad Ramesh, Wad Auf, Hashmim, Weemchu, Man Hartz, Wishar, Akna, Washer, Atu, Butba, Wigbru, Hamim, Al-Hartz, Chimshim, Wamat, Yum. Okay, so the one word repeated, huzzah, can mean the lamb. It can be another, this, very, which, and such, too. And shirts, we saw that word repeated, and it means small animals or swarms and that sort of thing. But remember, they were on a barge, so they just gathered up some of the local animals and floated away when things came in.